I don't know where anyone is. Hi there.
Hello.
I was getting a little nervous that maybe I was doing the wrong thing, but I'm Brandy. I'm your facilitator. So I did a moment ago have the welcome screen up. So I think I need to pull that up again. I had turned it off just to make sure that I wasn't missing anyone who was supposed to be here. Although now I don't see my welcome screen. Oh.
I'm going to try and share my screen real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'll stop mine.
Awesome.
It'll be better to have yours up than mine anyways, because you're the more important person here. So how do you pronounce your first name? Is it Clarissa?
Yes.
Clarissa Orwick? Orrick?
So it's Clarissa Orrick.
Orrick. And what is your position then at Newberry?
I'm an admissions counselor.
Okay. Have you presented for this before yet?
I have. So we have done a few of the panel presentations last month and then a few of the info sessions too.
Okay. All right. So this is my first time facilitating.
Okay.
So I'm basically just introducing you, correct? And what is the name of your presentation again?
We're just talking about Newberry College. So that's the only thing we'll just be going through all the ins and outs of our school.
Okay. So just kind of like a at a glance talking about your and you'll be talking for how many minutes? 45 or 30 and then 15 minutes of questions?
Yeah, I'll probably do 30 minutes and then 15 minutes of questions.
Okay. And I left the Q&A part up. I turned off the raise hand feature. And I think once I say hello to everyone, I turn my camera off until the very end just to thank you. So I think my job's pretty easy. I think I was just getting nervous because if you've seen the instructions, it says OACAC is depending on you for the success of this program. I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, this tends to flow real smoothly. So
Okay.
I'm not sure how many people have registered for our event or who might show up. So it might not last the full 45 minutes.
Right.
I think it'll be okay. But yeah, you'll just introduce us and then I'll just take it away and then we'll see kind of how it goes from there. And then you'll close out the session.
Perfect. And where is your school located?
We're located in Newberry, South Carolina. So we're just about 45 minutes north of Columbia, which is the capital.
Okay. All right.
That's a small college town.
Yeah, we're a small college town too. We're in Northwest Ohio, pretty close actually to Canada. We are very crisp and cool today because it's
Okay.
autumn here. So I don't think it's actually Veterans Day, as you know, but we're closed. BGSU. I don't know if your school is, but we're open just for visitors. So
yeah, we're open for visitors.
So I have someone else presenting right now and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe people don't want to come that much today too if they're off. So it's hard to say. But not everyone has this day off either. So
we shall see. We'll play it by ear.
I don't think I have anything else to do because I've already started it. So people will just pop in as they want to.
I think when it goes live,
At one, then everyone will kind of flood it. Okay, yeah, because I didn't know. I mean, while I was sitting here recording it, I feel like I was talking to myself. So I don't know if this is like downloaded to someone, but I just thought I better.
It gets downloaded, but I don't know if it'll need to be like cropped or something like that to just have.
Oh, gotcha. Where they cut to like, the important part. I think
Not sure about that part.
Yeah, that would be good. Myself. I don't know. So far, no one's coming in.
I guess we'll
I don't,
wait maybe just like a minute or two and see what happens.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think we can see who's participating. I mean, I don't think we have like the registration list.
My supervisor does it. She's sick today, which is why I'm doing this one by
Oh,
myself. So I'm not
gotcha.
sure who, if all signed up for it either. I guess what we could do is if no one shows up, I'll just do my thing so we can record it and
Yeah,
then
I
just,
think that's completely fine. That way you have it for a record of history, and that's no problem. We always wing it in admissions. It's no problem.
yep. It's all winging it and being flexible.
I was in a webinar and it was for scholarships. We had great attendance, every single one. But
That's
then we
awesome.
had one, I think it was like the Tuesday after Labor Day, and like no one came. So we just decided, oh, we'll just leave it open. So I just kind of sat over here, like eating my dinner. And then suddenly, like it's 20 minutes into it, there's a kid. And I was like, oh, hi. So then I was just like, well, let me just give you the presentation and we'll talk. But it was like super funny because I was like, I almost signed off, but then I thought, well, someone might come late. But he was like super sheepish because he thought he was just popping in the middle. And I was like, no, actually, I've been waiting for you.
A lot of my virtual events have been like that, depending on how the school or association sets it up, that I just have it off on my second screen when
Yeah,
you see someone join the waiting room and I'm just working on other stuff. And then we see someone like, oh, a student.
right, right. Yeah. You want to make sure you're not doing anything too like silly off camera. But yeah.
All right, well, I guess I will just talk to you and me and we
Yeah,
will.
I think that'll be fine because then if someone does pop in, they'll just like pop into the middle of it. So I'll just go ahead and get started. I'll be like, all
Sounds
right.
good.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brandy Barheit. I'm the Director of Enrollment Communication here at Bowling Green State University in Northwest Ohio. I am joined today by Clarissa Orrick from Newberry College in warm and sunny South Carolina, she told me. And I'm going to turn the presentation over to her so we can learn more about Newberry College.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Like she said, my name is Clarissa Orrick, and I am an admissions counselor here at Newberry College. And today I'll just kind of be going through all the ins and outs of what our school is about, and then we'll leave an opportunity at the end for you guys to ask questions. You can use the Q&A at the very bottom to ask your questions, and then we'll review those at the end. So let's get started. So Newberry College is located in Newberry, South Carolina, which is just about 40 minutes north of Columbia, which is the capital. We're in a small college town, so you definitely get that family-friendly, small home, Southern style family feel, but then still also have those opportunities to explore Columbia for some more of the big city life as well. We were founded in 1856 by Reverend John Bachman, so we are a private institution and we are Lutheran founded. We welcome all students of all varieties of backgrounds and walks of life, but we do have a chapel service every Wednesday for those who would like to attend. It's just an optional session. We are a small private liberal arts college, so basically what that means is with us being a private institution, we are religiously affiliated. And liberal arts basically means there are more opportunities than just your own section of interest for your major. So aside from engineering or nursing or music, there's other opportunities you can explore within your electives, such as philosophy or art or business. You can really well round out your education depending on those interests. We have a 94-acre campus and we are a residential campus. So 94 acres might sound like a lot, but you can pretty much get anywhere on campus within 2 to 5 minutes. We have lovely trees and nice fountains and everything. So everything's very welcoming, lots of athletic fields and fun activities for students to get involved in as well. Our enrollment is just over 1,200 students. So averagely we have about 15 students to 18 in each classroom. So you really get that small individualized attention from professors in the classrooms. And all our professors do teach classes. They will not be taught by TAs or any kinds of assistants. We're a very diverse campus for how small we are. We have about 21 states and 23 countries represented on our campus. And we do also have a Duffer Diversity Week, which we celebrate all those differences as well. About 40% of our students are first generation college students. And what those are students who are the first in their family to go to college. Aside when their parents did not go to college, they'll be the first one in their family. And I was one of those students. So navigating this process, if you are a first generation student, is just equally as scary as someone who might know the process a little bit better as well. But just know that we're here to help you through it all. And about 96% of our students receive some form of financial aid. So filling out that FAFSA is very important, and we will touch base on that a little bit later. But there are tons of scholarships and grants that we'll be able to offer you to help make your education a little bit more affordable. So let's hit some pride points, things that we're very proud of here at Newberry College. We are ranked number 6 for the best value regional college in the South. So in our area, or the other colleges that we associate with, we are one of the 6 highest, most affordable colleges. So even though we're a private institution and we do have that scary sticker price of being almost $40,000 a year, we are actually one of the most affordable ones with how many scholarships and grants and opportunities that we offer our students to make their education easily accessible and affordable. We're also number 6 for social mobility and economic diversity. And basically what that means is we enroll some of the most socially mobile students. And what that ultimately boils down to is students who are Pell Grant eligible. Usually those are first generation students who maybe come from a different type of background, who are trying to better everything in their lives as well. And we're ranked number 11 for the best value regional college as well. So we have a lot of things to offer for our students. Something that's not noted on here is that we are ranked number 1 by Lend EDU in the state of South Carolina for the least amount of student loan debt for our graduates. So comparative to all the other private and public institutions in South Carolina, our students are graduating with the least amount of student loan debt compared to other students. I know as a college student, when I was one myself, student loan debt is something I did not want to graduate with a lot of. So knowing that this institution could offer that option for me is something that resonated very well. Let's talk about areas of study. We offer over 33 different majors, 31 different minors, and 26 concentrations. So I'm pretty sure based on this list, you guys can find something that definitely resonates well with you as well. As you can see, there's a lot of variety, and there's easily options for students to do a major and a minor, a double major, or in my case, I did a major and 3 minors just because a lot of my classes overlapped and I had so many interests. So whether it's something in the communications and business field, something to psychology and sociology. We have a very vibrant education program, which is one of our top programs here on our campus, along with business, nursing, and music. For those of you interested in a pre-professional track, we have about 12 of those as well. And we do have bachelor's degree programs that help you get to those next steps in graduate school for those pre-professional tracks. For those of you who are interested in ROTC, we do also have a military leadership minor. And for those of you who go through that program, can outcome into the military as an officer without having to go through all the introductory level stuff. We do offer a few dual degree programs and cooperative programs. So those are going to be partnerships with other institutions to get a bachelor's degree here and a master's degree at another program. So great examples of those are our partners with Duke University for forestry and environmental management, as well as Lenore Ryan for athletic training. We do offer 4 online degree completion programs. And what that looks like is these are usually typically for our transfer students. So you have to have at least 45 credit hours completed at the college level to be eligible for these programs. So they're in criminal justice, psychology, respiratory therapy, and the RN to BS program. I will note that with the respiratory therapy and the RN to BSN program, you do have to be currently licensed in those fields. So you have to have already received your associate's degree licensure and be practicing in those fields to be eligible for the bachelor's level program. As far as criminal justice and psychology goes, you can easily have just the minimum 45 credit hours and begin to be in those programs. And those can start at any time of the year. So those start fall, spring, and summer. We do have quite a large variety of music ensembles. So with music being one of our additional top majors on our campus, there's a lot of music activities to also get involved in if you're not interested in majoring in it, but still would like to participate in music in some form. And those first 4 right there are ones that we also offer scholarships for. So that's going to be our chamber orchestra, jazz big band, marching band, and wind ensemble. So any participation in those programs will give you an additional scholarship towards your financial aid and costs for the school year. We do also have some smaller instrumental ensembles such as brass, percussion, woodwind, and guitars and strings. And then for our singers out there, we do also have 3 musical groups such as madrigals, Newberry College singers, and our opera workshop. And we did recently just add in a worship group as well that actually formed themselves. So they actually practice worship music, soul music. It was completely student formed, and it's become also one of the more popular music programs to be a part of. So let's kind of talk about our alumni. What are they doing once they leave here at Newberry College? And are they also being able to find jobs and be successful? So I have a few different individuals here that I'm going to go over with you guys. The first one there on the left side is Emma Lindsay. She just recently graduated last year, and she is our Newberry College Alumni Engagement Coordinator. So with her undergraduate degree, she focused in business and marketing, and she loved her experience so much that she still wanted to stay in touch with our alumni and kind of touch base with them and bring them back to campus for other additional events and just see kind of how we're changing. That second picture is Hannah Rower. She graduated just a few years ago, and she went through our elementary education program. So that, like I mentioned, is another one of our top programs, and she works locally at Congaree Elementary School as a fourth grade teacher. Partners Casey and Brian Sheely are definitely one of our power couples here that went through the alumni office. Casey Sheely did our undergraduate biology program and then went through our pre-pharmacy track, which we have partnered with Presbyterian College, which is just down the road. And going through that program, she now holds the highest honor in being the professor and chair of the entire department of pharmacy at Presbyterian College. So her time here with us has definitely set her up for quite some success. And then her husband went through the business program and now a co-owner of a fourth generation family business. And then our last couple there is Precious and Albert Garrett, who both also went through our business administration program, which is a very top program here on our campus, working at different companies for different interests as well. Now let's talk about what you might really be interested in aside from academics, which is equally important, but campus life. How vibrant is our campus? Well, there's tons of stuff to get involved in. So something I always like to highlight is study abroad, which is something I got to do. That is an opportunity for you to go to another country and experience other cultures, which is an amazing opportunity. Here on Newberry College, we offer a Maymester course, which can be taken here on campus, or you can elect to take part in the study abroad program. We've gone to a little bit of everywhere, such as Haiti, Germany, England, Ireland, Costa Rica, France, Italy. There's a different trip every single year, and there's also tons of opportunities to find out what it's all about as well. We have over 50 active clubs and organizations, and they range from such as your academic groups, as far as like Phi Beta Kappa, to interest groups such as the fishing team. So no matter what your interests lie, you can definitely find a club to join here on campus. And we also encourage students starting new clubs and organizations. You usually just have to have about 3 to 5 students interested in it, find an advisor to help support and run your group, and then there you go, you have a new club on campus. We do also have honor societies and honors programs for more of our rigorously challenged students. So if you're looking for a challenge, such as like when you take AP classes or IB classes in high school, our honors program can definitely provide you with that. It's called the Summerland Honors Program. And as an incoming student or as a transfer student, you are eligible for this program, and you can have the honor of being in upperclassmen housing, take part in honors classes, have alumni engagement coordination events, as well as opportunities for research projects. For some more of our active lifestyle students, we have intramurals and esports. So intramurals is just more fun, camaraderie, competitive play for sports such as sand volleyball, forum for basketball, badminton, volleyball, anything of that sort. And then for esports, that is our new online competitive video gaming. That is something that's very booming. And we actually have a varsity level team here on our campus. And we do offer scholarships for that program. So if you think you're a master in League of Legends, Halo, Madden, Fortnite, or even something new that is just like booming as well, we are definitely ready to help get that running and compete against other colleges as well. We do also have a Greek life on our campus. So about 30% of our students are Greek, and they are some of the top leaders here on campus. Overall, we have 9 fraternities and sororities here. So there's definitely opportunities to build for leadership, make new friends, and get involved in the community. And being on this campus and being part of the Greek life is definitely being involved in the community. Over the last year, we have raised over $70,000 in monetary values as hours donated to the community. So we're very well engaged in our community, and they're engaged with us as well. And Greek life is definitely an area where you can develop yourself, leadership opportunities, being in the chapter or helping coordinate events across campus as an organization, and being able to build lasting long friendships. So if you're looking for that kind of home away from home, instant friends, instant connection with students, go-to study buddies, it's definitely a great opportunity for that as well. And there's always an opportunity at the beginning of the year to have a meet the Greek session and just kind of casually meet everybody, see what their values are, what they're all about before committing if that's something you might be interested in as well. We do offer NCAA Division II athletics here at Newberry College. We have over 20 different sports teams as well as 2 spirit squads. So on this webpage, you can see the breakdown of each sport respectively. The best way to get in contact with our coaches for these sports, if you're interested in being a D2 athlete with Newberry, is via our athletics page. So when you go to our athletics page, we have it broken down by sport. You can click on your respective sport and find the information for all of our coaches on there, both email and phone numbers, as well as the recruit form, which we highly recommend that you fill out. So that's going to be an opportunity for you to put all your personal information, all your personal athletic stats on there. And it's a great way to begin that first conversation with our coaching staff to see if this is where you'd like to be and what you would like to be play here and be a Newberry Wolf. And also with D2 athletics, that means we do offer scholarships as well. So that is another opportunity for you to help pay for your colleges as well. Campus dining. I can definitely attest that the campus dining here is absolutely delicious. I eat there at least once a week and there's tons of variety. And it's definitely a fun place to be to interact with other students as well. So the Kaufman Hall is the main dining option, which you can kind of see, which is grayed out in the back. It is an all-you-can-eat buffet. You simply just swipe in, and there's a variety of stations from your mama's homestyle cooking with like fish and grits, which is very Southern food for you Northerners up here. And then we also have your pizza and sub station, your grilled station with like hot dogs, hamburgers, and grilled chicken, Oriental station with like stir fry, and then we also have an all-you-eat buffet of fresh fruit and salad bar as well. Plenty of variety of desserts and a variety of drinks. There are 2 meal plan options, the 5-day and the 7-day meal plan, in addition to flex dollars, which you can use at the other areas on campus as well, which is going to be Chick-fil-A, Boar's Head, and Wolfton. Pretty sure everyone is familiar with Chick-fil-A, so we have an express campus of Chick-fil-A on our campus here, which means it's a shorter menu, but still all your favorite varieties of the chicken nuggets and grilled sandwiches as well. Boar's Head is a deli shop, very similar to Subway, with fresh salads, protein bowls, as well as fresh sandwiches made right for you as well. Wolfton is a go-to shop right in our science and math buildings where you can get snacks and drinks and stuff in between classes if you didn't have time to go all the way to the dining hall, so that way you can still get some nourishment throughout the day. So residence life is very exciting. So as a first-come freshman, you get to live in Brokaw Hall with all your other freshman students. This is the only opportunity you guys get to be with all the rest of your class and have so many exciting events for you guys as you come to visit us as well. So with the first year residence life, you live in a 2-person dorm. Our freshman dorm is co-ed, so we have women on one wing and men on the other wing. And then you still have your standard there's bedrooms, there's dressers, desks, all in your room, and you can feel free to rearrange those as many as you'd like. This year, we actually had a competition for the most creatively decorated dorm room, which is very exciting to see how all you guys kind of create your own personal space and make it your own for the next year or so. We have about another 100 students that live in Cromer Hall, which is also one of our freshman dorms, which a lot of our athletes tend to live in as well. And as you guys can kind of see here from the pictures, there's definitely room for creativity and fun and engagement. And as a student, when I was there, I always recommend for incoming students to leave your door open. It's a great way to get to know people on campus. People would just be passing by your door, and then who knows, you might make your friend for life there. And as an upperclassman student, there's a little bit more options for housing as well. So that expands to other standard 2-person dorms, as well as our suites and apartments that we have available as well. We have 2 new residence halls that are only just 2 years old, Pearson and Walker Hall. They are also co-ed residence halls, but they are a little bit larger and have lots of stuff to offer. So as far as your own personal bedroom, a common hall, a kitchenette, and your own personal bathrooms as well. We do have off-campus apartments, which are quite beautiful, as you guys can see down the bottom left, which are very modern, that we offer for our students to live in as well. So let's talk about the admissions requirements. What does it take to get through this process to become officially a Newberry Wolf? So for you first-time freshmen, our application is on our website, and we do also accept the common application, and it is free. So you will not need to pay anything. You will not need a waiver code, just a few minutes of your time to submit that information. We will also need your official high school transcript, which can come from your guidance counselor or can be mailed, or if you use electronic service such as Parchment, Naviance, e-transcript, whichever it may be, we do accept that as well. On average, Newberry students typically have around a 3.0 GPA. And for test scores, we look at the ACT or SAT, depending on which one you're taking. So on average, students have around a 19 ACT and 1,000 SAT. I will mention that we are test optional for this year. So if you have any difficulty testing, or if you feel like a test score is not very representative of you as a student, we will want you to submit a personal essay instead. So with that, you can submit your own personal essay, or if you need a little bit of a guidance, we could provide you with a prompt as well to kind of get you started. And like I mentioned, these are what stats are of average Newberry students. We have students above and below those scores that get accepted all the time. We take a very holistic admissions and know you're not just that one number from that one time. We want to look at a little bit everything and look at you as an individual student. So those essays and letter of recommendations are also really great to send in. Specifically letters of recommendation. It's always great to have someone in your corner to kind of attest how you are and how they feel you'll do really great here. These usually come from a guidance counselor or a teacher that you've built a really close relationship for. And as you guys can see, those are optional. The essay would only be optional if you are submitting a test score, but if you have elected to be test optional, we would need that essay. If you're a transfer student on this panel, this application process is very similar, a free application, and then any and all college transcripts from any previous institution. We are looking for an average GPA around a 2.5. However, if you have not completed at least 24 credit hours, you would want to follow the freshman application process so that we have a little bit more information to go on for you as well. Now let's talk about financial aid. How are we going to pay for college? So filling out that FAFSA, which you've hopefully heard about, is very important. The FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And the key word there is free, because there are unfortunately some fraudulent sites out there that will try to charge you for this, but this is a free service to anyone who wants to go to college. It is already open, so I definitely highly recommend making it a personal goal to fill it out by Thanksgiving, so that way you guys kind of get an idea of what you're eligible for at the different institutions that you're applying for, because finances are a very important part of the decision process. And the sooner you fill it out, the sooner you're eligible for other aids before they get depleted by other students. So it's definitely a first come, first serve basis, and we definitely want to get you as much as possible. Our Newberry code is here on our page, and you can also find it on our website, or you can type it in at the college name in that search engine part of the college part of the FAFSA. Both you and your parent need to complete this, so that way you get as much information as possible. And then please use your personal email. A lot of students think to use their school email, but once you graduate, that email is no longer active. So you definitely want to try and use a personal email for any applications or any information you start sending to your college institutions. And the next two tabs are different varieties of aid that you could be eligible for. As far as federal grants, since you guys are in the state of Ohio, those are definitely eligible for you as far as a Pell Grant and FSEOG and federal work study as well. You can disregard the state funds since those are specifically for South Carolina state students. But the institutional funds are definitely great areas that we can be able to help you. Every student actually gets an academic scholarship from Newberry, which is based on merit. So that's going to be based on your GPA. So the better the GPA you have and the better you've done in high school, the more academic aid that we can give you as well. And those range anywhere between $9,000 and $16,000. And that's going to be guaranteed for every single year. And we do also have support assistance grants, investment grants, and other different areas of aid that we can allocate as well. Same thing with the admissions process. We take a very holistic and individual process with your financial aid package as well to see where we can meet you where you're at and give you as much aid as possible. A lot of the other aids on there are definitely interest groups. If you're a student athlete, there's athletic aid potential. If you're interested in participating in any music ensembles, ROTC, the fishing team, or esports teams, we do have small scholarships for that as well. Since you guys are also out of state, we do also offer a $2,000 to $3,000 out of state scholarship. So that would be guaranteed for all 4 years in addition to your academic scholarships. And this doesn't even include anything you guys may be eligible for as far as federal funds. So now I'll open this option for any students who might be on the call to ask any and all questions that we might have. So let's see here. I'll go ahead and open to the next slide as well. This is all of our contact information. You have our director of admissions. My other co-counselor, Anna Noble, is an admissions counselor. And Lauren Vaughn is also our music recruiter. So if anyone on here is interested in music, whether it's being a music major or participating in any of our music ensembles, Lauren Vaughn there at the very bottom is definitely going to be your go-to. We have all of our call, texting, and email on here for you guys to reach out to us. And if you do prefer something more in person but can't travel all the way down to South Carolina, we do also offer Zoom sessions. So just go to our admissions page, scroll down, find our section, and then click on one of our calendars and schedule a meeting. We'd be happy to meet with you virtually and go over any and all questions you might have throughout this process.
Clarissa, thanks for that great presentation. I do think that your food options sound delicious, including that deli.
The deli is so good. That's one of my favorite spots, aside from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, some good choices. So I don't think we have any questions, but I thank you for that really detailed presentation. And I'm sure that some of the students who are interested in a warmer weather school might find an excuse to make their way down there and take advantage of your great campus. So thanks for being with us today. And thank you to everyone who joined. And of course, reach out to Clarissa or any of her admission colleagues if you have additional questions. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandy. Bye.
Thank you.